we're flying TAP Portugal business class to Lisbon, and this will be our first time flying it.
Is it E75 or E78?
It's E75.
Okay, we're gonna turn around then. It's the wrong way.
It's okay. It's already boarding?
Oh, we're right there.
Okay, and we're already boarding. I'll see you guys on board. The first thing you notice when entering the cabin is that it comes in a 2-1-2-1 alternating rows so that you can either sit together or sit by yourself. If you're by yourself, you should obviously go for the rows with the one seat. The trick though is that there's actually a wider foot box for the very, very first row of the plane. And if you like the wider foot box, I found some difficulty in the smaller foot boxes, that it's more difficult to sleep in when you're lie flat. So just go for the front row. There's also many buttons. You can choose recline your seat through these electronic buttons, and there's a small amount of storage for folders, wonderful reading light. You can have your charging ports up here, as well as a controller to have the screen, which we found was a little bit on the far away side. We have the headphones were a little bit normal, if someone could say the least, but they came up with a nice little holding rack, and there were also plugs that could come on the side. Overall, the seat was quite good, and it was wide enough for my semi-wide shoulders, and it's a good time in general. The annoying thing I have to say are these crossbody seat belts. I don't know what's with European airlines and their crossbody, probably some sort of thing, but it's actually very uncomfortable to wear the whole time. Blankets that you can always set up for when you sleep with a pillow, and it was branded there. After a fairly creative safety video, I checked out the entertainment system, and I found that the screen was way more high quality than I'm used to, but a little bit far to touch, so you had to use the remote, which also wasn't that great. The selection was decent. It wasn't terrible. Then they came with some warm towels, which is always appreciated. The table was a little bit difficult to understand at first, but after jiggling with it, we were able to get it out. It comes out, and after you fold it down, you can actually spin it around, and having a nice flat surface was actually very appreciated. Let's not forget about the amenity kits. TAP Portugal had probably what I would say the bare minimum of what you had. The highlight was this checkered socks for the TAP Portugal colors. Come with your eye mask and limited toiletries. Next is the part we've all been waiting for the food. If you want to check out in depth, we do have a short for it, but we basically had 2 meals to choose from, and it all came at once. I prefer when it comes in the courses, but having all the food laid out was quite nice. The fish with the puttanesca sauce was our favorite. Now it's getting ready for some bedtime as we recline down. Very easy. All you have to do is press and hold the button. It moves quite slowly. In terms of how the seat is, in terms of sleeping, it was a little bit on the firm side. There was no mattress, and the shoulder room when lying down was slightly smaller than when you were sitting up. Anyways, good night, guys. Breakfast was all cold and nothing to say about it, and here we are in Portugal.